Welcome, Libra. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your full moon reading in Aries. Actually, this is a timeless message being done during the energy of the waxing full moon. This is a general reading. It's not going to resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, please look at the description box below for information on the readings that I do offer. I am doing a 50% discount special sale through December 31st of this year. So please take advantage of that. And I am happy to have you here. I really appreciate all the support that I get from you. So let's get started with your overall energy. Five of Wands, or the Five of Staffs, which is the Five of Wands in many decks. So this is about an argument, a confrontation, a debate, perhaps, or an animated discussion. I like to think of this card as the learning lab. I'm sure you've heard me say that many times, those of you that are familiar with my style. This is where you are challenged among a team or a group of people to work from a place of strengths as collaborators, not as part of a chain of command, so that all members of the team are equal in having a strength to contribute, and all members are willing to step back and learn from someone's expertise as appropriate. So you are coming together to solve a problem, create something, or work something out. It can be for the value of simply learning as an idea. This can be you entering into a training program or an educational program. It can be you bringing what you learn to the solution of a problem, to the creating something, so that everyone takes responsibility to learn what they can about what they are contributing, so that as you craft this solution, it is something that all members can take credit for, elevating the buy-in of all the members of the team. So that's pretty positive container. It almost feels like you're a think tank energy. So for the present, let's start with the present, the Lord of Staffs. This is the the King of Wands. It doesn't matter whether it's a king or queen, really, but the energy of the King of Wands is more assertive, more outgoing, more motivating, more inspirational directly. So this King of Wands, this Lord of Staffs, is full of confidence, is full of energy, has ideas, is inspiring, wants to pursue a direction, is excited about it, is all about not just exploring, but mastering and bringing along whoever is so motivated, as are many others, to what amounts to your leadership in a particular direction. In the past, we have the Six of Jades. This is really, in my view, a card that has Libra all over it. The sixes are about the middle Zephyr on the tree of life. So everybody has to connect to your energy at some level. This is about how you work with others, and you have been zooming in your attention, your focus on the way you establish all of your agreements, your contracts, the way that you explicitly identify what it is you expect in any exchange of energy, and what it is you're willing to give in exchange for that. So this is about the ability to say what you want, to claim what you desire, even if that is something you can and will negotiate about. But you have to start at that place. This often indicates someone who is an overgiver, someone who provides structure as well as content to others who you perceive as not being quite capable enough to do this for themselves. This is also the awareness that you can be an overgiver, doing things for people that actually would benefit more from doing it for themselves. So this is a way in which you are learning multiple lessons about how you establish equilibrium or equity with others, how you protect yourself from becoming resentful when you can overgive in a situation. And these are all the issues that surround your collaboration with others and your leadership regarding that collaboration. So if you don't establish clear expectations, you cannot expect others to perform in a way that they don't understand. So this puts you out of your comfort zone, but into an arena that you are supremely skilled at. And it almost feels like you're learning to show others your vision, to share your structure in a way that is empowering to others and to you. It requires you to say what you want, not just to say what you'll give. In the future, we have the Nine of Staffs. Interesting. You've been working and working at accomplishing or achieving something for a long time. And it's only now that you are understanding how to approach this differently. I believe that it is your willingness to step out in a leadership position that is changing everything for you. I believe you have conformed. You have uh, been uh, a worker bee and seen that way, one who will complete any task responsibly and dutifully, but one who is rarely asked to lead or to express one's opinion about how things are. And what's changing is you're expressing your opinion, you're sharing your idea, you're putting your idea out there, your inspiration that you're sharing with others. The excitement of this is finally creating the conditions for you to be successful. It's something that whose success has eluded you for a long time. If this reading is resonating for you so far, please like this video. Please share this with others that might find it useful. Oh dear, that fell face up. I'm going to have to grab it. And it is the denial card. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Yes, this is all making sense to me. This feels like the admission to yourself that you have not often claimed what you wanted. You've been afraid to say what you want. And now you are so inspired, possibly by a learning situation, a team, a collaboration that you've been on, that you've practiced the ability to say what you want, to express what you expect from others in exchange. And this is setting the tone for a team, for a project, for a success, something that you're launching. This is really exciting. I'm going to also pull a chakra love oracle. And I pulled the forgiveness card. You'll find freedom in forgiveness. And this is all about the heart chakra, also about the planet Venus, your ruling planet Libra, all about balance, give and take, exchange, equitable exchange. So I love the idea that you will easily forgive others, but you won't always forgive yourself for being imperfect, being a human being, having flaws, being too shy to say what you really want, not feeling like you're really naturally a leader. You're much more comfortable sort of being a diplomat and sort of working with what others want. You're stepping out of that in a beautiful way. And it is so positive because you're not relinquishing your values of equity and collaboration by being a leader. You're not. They work together. They can because you have the vision. You understand how that can work. Sometimes someone has to step up and name something, and you're in a position to do that. How absolutely stunning and how liberating this is when you stop negatively associating assertiveness with something that's bad, that isn't you. Assertiveness can be you when it's important, when it's something you want, and you can't get what you want if you don't claim it. I'm going to clarify the Lord of Staffs in your present with the Devil card and the Tower. Oh my, interesting, because I see both of these automatically as your rebellion against the status quo. In fact, I'm seeing your leadership, your assertiveness, your confidence as a way of bucking the system that you have all too willingly complied with in the past. You understand its toxicity. In fact, it may be some aspect of its oppressive impact or effect on you and your team, your organization, your project that has prompted you to relish the failure of leadership, the failure of your organization or the chain of command, the absence perhaps of the even business itself, the enterprise itself. Something that was set into place is no longer working or serving who or what it was intended to serve. And as the result of that, the changes that are occurring, the destruction of something, is your perfect opportunity to insert yourself with a better idea. And isn't it interesting how stepping up to what you want, how you, to your vision of how things can work, can be an act of rebellion? A way in which you are not jettisoning the whole organization, the whole hierarchy. You're not throwing things out. You're simply recrafting its impact on you, a place that has to exist in an organization for ideas to be vetted, to be tried, to be experimented. This is anathema to whatever organization, family structure, team you're on. I love this. And in the past, the Six of Jades is clarified by the Three of Pentacles and the Chariot. I like this. So you've already been working in a collaborative way for a while. And this collaboration that you've already begun to establish in perhaps an individual arena or a smaller group setting has actually impacted the way that you are moving forward in all of your projects. This is a kind of understanding of a more empowering creative process for all members with whom you work. There's probably the necessity for a lot of meetings, conferences, trainings, etc. And this better understanding of how individuals contribute in a most empowering, creative way by being allowed to work from their strengths has really altered not only the way that you do things, but the way that your organization does. It's also obviously impacted your more empowered sense of being an active member in all agreements and negotiations. The Chariot card is absolutely stunning because this is describing your stepping back from allowing others to intrude on your space and time, so that you are also have been rejecting the idea of being a fixer and therefore distracted by the needs of others, particularly the unreasonable needs of others. Um, you instead are accepting who you are, all of your talents, including your ability to have an idea, to innovate, to lead a process, a creative or an empowering process of productivity, of value, elevating the value of things through your pursuit of the space to operate from your strength. It's as though you're carving out a space in whatever environment this adheres to, be it home, family, work, community. You are understanding that you are most productive and most efficient when you work from your strength. And that's been the seed to empowering that in others. But this is actually giving you, this is where it started, where you began to understand that you have the right to speak up for yourself, not only in defense of what you do best, but as part of articulating your vision. And so you are claiming this leadership has actually been seeded in your past some time ago through the process of self-acceptance. The Nine of Staffs is clarified by the King of Cups and the Seven of Swords. It's interesting that I find that you are healing the resentments, perhaps the hostility, some anger that you've built up over the years as a result of your natural, overgiving, diplomatic, mediator energy. Ways that you have filled in for people or assisted those who did not find you worthy of assistance or help. Those that dismissed you felt your job was, I won't say the cleanup person, but that idea that you kind of go in and fix things after someone else has made a dramatic move. You're the one who goes in and cleans up all the details and organizes things so that they contribute to a thread that can be measured and tested over time. The resentments that you've built up from the sense of, once you stopped internalizing the treatment from those who saw your talent but only saw its usefulness to them, and having realized that dynamic that you have supported for most of your experience has been undone. You now realize, oh, they weren't hating me because I'm not good enough. They were hating me because they see my ability to do something special and unique, to be successful in my own right. And I actually understand that people like this exist whenever you try to do something. Challenges will always exist. People who don't like you, who are envious or jealous, who don't get you, truly don't understand, are afraid of your ideas, they'll always be there. Instead of internalizing this, you have listened to the feedback that you've gotten, even understanding it wasn't given with the intention of being constructive, but you've learned to take that feedback in, pick your battles, because as I said previously, these challenges will often exist in your along your path. and you've actually learned to get the help from someone else. You now no longer doubt your ideas. You no longer question your motives or your principles or your vision. You know it's legitimate. You know it's valid. With the right amount of support, it can work. And you've taken the steps to that way. But ultimately, here's your second king of cups. You have matured through this process in a really powerful way. So when you step up as a leader, you are the most compassionate leader available. You understand the struggles that your collaborators, your family members, other team members experience. And you are able to share your stories of utter vulnerability in a way that supports those who similarly struggle, as we all do. But that ability to not only be vulnerable, but to expose that, to show that to others as a part of an object lesson, part of your story of overcoming, has actually turned this vulnerability into a strength. This is also part of the way that you're modeling uh, a creative process of collaboration so that you're active, you're supportive in uh, identifying those who need help, who may not ask for it, but that are struggling to unearth their strength, their talent. And your style is encouraging that. I'm going to leave it here, Libra. Thank you so much for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.